Hey everybody, Rob Maurer here with another relatively quiet news day. So today we're going to jump a little bit more into the speculation realm and talk a bit about the timing for the upcoming release of the Model Y rear-wheel drive single motor variant. First, we'll start off with the last official communication that we had on the matter, and that came from Elon back in early to mid-July, July 12th, when in a series of tweets he announced that Tesla would not be doing the standard range Model Y due to unacceptably low range. So at that time he said, quote, "We have reduced pricing on Model Y LR dual motor and will offer an LR single motor Y in a few months, which improves affordability while still keeping the product excellent," end quote. So that was about a month ago, and then over this last weekend on August 1st, Electrek published an article which said, quote, "Tesla has started trial production of the Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive ahead of an imminent launch, according to sources familiar with the matter," end quote. From there, things have become even more interesting this week. Yesterday, a listener that has a long-range rear-wheel drive Model Y on order and has since around the time of the unveiling in March 2019, reached out and shared a text with me that they received yesterday from Tesla without any prompting from this person. The text reads, quote, "Tesla update. We currently expect your Model Y to be ready for delivery 3 to 6 weeks from today. We'll continue to provide updates as your estimated timing gets closer. Please note that this time frame is an estimate and may shift in either direction. This is an automated message. For more information or to chat with us, please visit tesla.com/deliveryday," end quote. Obviously just one person here, not something to overreact to, and information coming especially from the store's network at times can be incorrect, but sometimes things do leak out as well. I think with the context of Electrek's report on Tesla possibly starting Model Y rear-wheel drive trial production, the timing of this text is pretty interesting, and it's not just this, there are a couple other reports of similar things as well, but before we get to those, I do want to point out the updated text that this person received from Tesla today. The follow-up message reads, quote, "Tesla update. Our apologies. The previous text sent yesterday about your Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive order was sent in error. Please disregard the timing previously provided. We do not have a timing estimate for Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive vehicles at this time," end quote. So maybe we should just take that second text at face value and forget about it. But I'm not all that convinced by that. Perhaps the error was just communicating the timeline rather than the timeline itself. That to me seems more realistic. Possibly Tesla is communicating something internally about the timing, which was potentially not supposed to be shared publicly yet, but was by mistake, rather than just randomly contacting some Model Y rear-wheel drive reservation holders and telling them a delivery estimate. If it were just this one case, I could understand that a little bit better, but here's the other information that we have. Yesterday, there were at least a couple of rear-wheel drive orderers on the Tesla Motors Club's forums that posted about receiving calls from their delivery center. One poster described that as being out of the blue and the first call that they had received from a Tesla delivery specialist, and another, again also a rear-wheel drive order holder, said that they got a call from a Tesla delivery specialist to assign and complete their paperwork in regards to trade-in and financing. Curiously, that second poster actually has a 7-seater on order. I don't see that coming to production anytime soon, but it is possible that Tesla didn't filter on that when maybe starting some of this prep work for rear-wheel drive order holders. To make things even more interesting and a bit more confusing, that second text that I mentioned, which was the follow-up saying that the previous text had been sent in error, there are a handful of other rear-wheel drive order holders on the Tesla Motors Club forum that today only received that apology text, meaning they didn't actually get that first text with the delivery timeline. So not a ton of clarity here, but there definitely seems to be some action, some things going on behind the scenes. I would be curious if any of you that may have rear-wheel drive orders have received any communication from Tesla on those orders this week. So please let me know on that in the comments. But I'm going to guess where there's smoke, there's fire, and I think Tesla is probably prepping to start rolling out the rear-wheel drive here in the next few weeks. We know, of course, that Tesla continues to ramp up Model Y. There have been rumors, I think Troy Cherasaro has posted on this on Twitter, that there was supposed to be some retooling happening in late July to bring production up for the Model Y. So I think something like that, shortly thereafter followed by the release of the rear-wheel drive, would make sense. Personally, that's why I'm excited about it. I think it's a good indicator of Tesla's accelerating production rate. Next today is some news out of Tesla China. They reported on their Weibo account that they would be starting a custom wrapping service directly from Tesla in a few select cities in China, including Beijing and Shanghai. That's scheduled to begin in mid-August. Kind of an interesting development. I can't imagine that Tesla is automating the wrapping, so I think this would be a pretty labor-intensive business that I don't see a ton of potential for expanding globally, unless they are implementing some automation, but it just seems a little bit odd. but also pretty cool for the customers with that opportunity, and with just 5 vehicle colors, it's a nice way for vehicle owners to make their cars a bit more unique without having to deal with a third party. Lastly today, GM will be unveiling a new all-electric vehicle, a crossover SUV under the Cadillac brand, the Cadillac Lyriq, and the details for that will probably be coming out right around the time this podcast is published if you want to look for more information. That's really it for today though. As I said, pretty quick episode, but thank you for listening as always. Don't forget to subscribe and sign up for notifications. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at Tesla Podcast, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Friday, August 7th episode of Tesla Daily. Thank you.